This is Thornton Academy Football. I'm John Perry along with Jerry Soulard, Bob McKinney, and Al Coulombe. Welcome you to Ronco Field for a BT Video Sports presentation. This afternoon's game has Dick Agreste's 4-3 Golden Trojans traveling to Waterboro to take on Will Amendola and his 2-5 Massabesic Mustangs for their first homecoming in Class A ranks. Well, Jerry, the Mustangs and the Trojans, your score.
Okay, John, I'm going to go with 21-7 Thornton Academy, only on the experience of Thornton's defense and, of course, their offensive attack of the backfield of Steer, Terrell, Susie, Gamash, and so forth. And I'm going to go 21-7 Thornton Academy.
Well, Jerry, you and I haven't, you've been faring well against me in the Thornton games. I'm going to stick my neck out on the line. I think Thornton had a great week of practice. They had dim hopes of making the playoffs. They all stayed up last night, watched the news, and when they saw the score, Edward Little 14, Daring 12, it took something out of them. It's homecoming for Massabesic. I'm going to pick Amendola and his Mustangs in an upset, 18-14. Jerry, Dick Agreste, and his fine staff and the Golden Trojans this afternoon.
Okay, before I talk about Dickie Agreste and his Trojans, we're going to take a break and be back after these messages. Back at Ronco Field in Waterboro as we prepare for the start of this homecoming game for the Massabesic Mustangs. Thornton Academy comes in with they had a slim hope last night of making the playoffs. They needed Deering to upset Edward Little, which Deering almost did. They lost by a score of 14-12. Dick Agreste's football team has almost a near impossible shot of making the playoffs, and they come up here on homecoming weekend. Massabesic noted for winning on homecoming weekends. If they've already upset two teams on homecoming weekends, they beat Sanford and they beat Westbrook last week solidly by a score of 30-7. Dickie Agreste's Trojans come into this game pretty well healthy, with the exception of maybe their fullback Jeff Sear with a banged up shoulder, as they will try to increase their record now to 5-3 and hopefully prepare for Biddeford next week, as Biddeford was triumphant last night by a score of 41-13, and hopefully his team will not be looking ahead to next week's encounter with their arch rivals. They have to worry about Massabesic, a tough football team, a young football team, as they gave South Poland all they could handle for the first half, as they were leading at 1 point by a score of 14-0. They had Biddeford on the ropes at one time, as Biddeford was only beating them 7-6 late in the first half. So William Amendola's Mustangs are going to be a tough team, but I think Dick Agreste's defense and offense, coming off that championship year last year, they're experienced kids as they come off that great season last year, will be able to prevail this afternoon, as I picked them to win 21-7, John.
Well, Jerry, I don't think I have to say anything. You said everything I was going to say. But a beautiful afternoon for football, a good crowd on hand. Agreste and his Trojans, like I said, Jerry, great week of practice. I mean, I picked Massabesic to win the game. That's just to cause a little controversy. I had to go against you. I mean, I'm not going to pat you on the back all the time. I really don't believe that Amendola and his Mustangs have a chance today, but they have somewhat of a chance. It's homecoming. They're on a high. That big win last week, they destroyed Robbie Card's Westbrook Blue Blazers 30-7. Like you said, they beat Sanford along the way too. This is a young football team, first year Class A football. We saw them give the Tigers at Waterhouse Field a great first half. They hung in there 7-6. Agreste and his staff, though, done a good job preparing these kids. They're a talented bunch with Susie, Sear, and Summer, and ferocious front spearheaded by Lavoie, Sparetto, Newman and company, Labby. They got some ferocious hitters in the front, and I think that's what the key is going to be this afternoon. I picked Amendola to win. I think they're going to be sky high because it's homecoming, and they like nothing better than to be giant killers. They've hung in there with the York County teams. They gave Biddeford a good first half. They beat Sanford, and it would make their season, I think, today to upset Agreste's Trojans. Neither team has got anything to gain, Jerry, like you said, because we were hoping that Thornton would have a shot to be in the playoffs, but Edward Little getting by Deering put a lid on that, and like you say, they might be looking ahead too much to Biddeford next week. The Battle of the Bridge, everybody's anxious for that one, and that's why I picked Massabesic. Massabesic's on the field right now. We'll be back with the opening kickoff after this word.
Back at Ronco Field in Waterboro, Biddeford, here we go. Last night's game, Thornton Academy football against the Massabesic Mustangs, as the Golden Trojans have won the toss and will receive the football. Deep for the Trojans, going to be number 22 for them, Thayer Redmond, along with Danny Gamache and Chris Summers.
Yeah, Rusty's not fooling around, Jerry. Early, he's got his speedsters he has all year long. Summers is all set now with a broken hand. Great afternoon for football. Massabesic defending the scoreboard side of the field. Thornton defending the parking lot side. The referees this afternoon, two of Maine's finest. The referee will be Richard Red Florent, and he'll be helped out by Earl the Pearl Goodwin.
Kick's going to go to Chris Summers at about the 30-yard line. Heads it out toward the sidelines, finds some running room. And Thornton Academy will take over an excellent position. First and 10 at about that 47-yard line. In on a tackle for Massabesic was Tim Ginnard. As the Trojans, first and 10 at their own 47. As Bill Susi will be running the offense for the Trojans.
Excellent field position, Jerry, to start out his first drive. He's at his own 46-yard line. Susi's had a great year. Sear is healthy. He's in there, Jerry, along with Terrell. Split to the bottom of your screen, Thayer Redmond, Danny Gamache.
High flanking formation, handoff goes second man, Scott Terrell. He made it, picked up about 2 on the play. It's going to be second down and about 8 for now for the Trojans. The ball is placed at about the 49-yard line. A beautiful afternoon for high school football here in Waterboro, as you couldn't ask for a better afternoon here late in October.
Well, it's unbelievable, Jerry. It's late in October. My boat's been in the yard for 2 weeks, and I kind of regret it. Today would have been a beautiful afternoon for doing anything, but it's a nice afternoon for very fittingly Massabesic's first homecoming in Class A ranks. They got a good crowd on hand. Beautiful afternoon. Equipment adjustment. Red Fleurin is fixing the pads at number 72. John DeZepis, a big junior at 215 pounds. Dick Agresti, last night he was scouting the Tigers right below us, and he went home, watched the news, and when he saw the score, EL 14, Daring 12, it must have felt like somebody punched him in the gut. I mean, it was his only shot at getting into the playoffs. Daring had to upset Edward Little, and Bill Leroy and his Rams almost did. I didn't read the specs on the game, the stats, but Edward Little just prevailed, and in doing so, just about eliminated Thornton from any hope of defending their State of Maine Class A championship, which they won last year.
All right, as it looks like everything's all set and Thornton Academy's ready to go. Dick Florence starts the clock. We're going to have a second down and about 8 for the Trojans. The ball's placed at about their 49-yard line. Stick guard, split bottom of your screen. Redmond split top of your screen. High flanker formation set up by the Trojans. As Susi looks to throw, he's got a man wide open as Gonville makes the reception. He's going to be brought down at about the 39-yard line of Massabesic, where it's going to be first and 10 now for the Trojans at the Massabesic 39.
Gonville just got in the seam all along. Good job of play action. Bill Susi faked to see it, first back through, froze the inside people from Massabesic. Gonville all alone. Susi with a nice spiral. They're inside the 40.
First and 10, Golden Trojans. The ball is placed at the Massabesic 39-yard line as we have Terrell and Sear set behind Susi. High flanker formation. Handoff goes to Jeff Sear up the middle. Sear's going to pick up a quick 5, maybe 6 on the play. That's going to be a second down and about 4 now for the Golden Trojans. The ball is going to be placed at the Massabesic 28-yard line as we've got 10:28 to go here in the first quarter. Thornton Academy on the drive. Danny Gamache now in the game for the Golden Trojans, replacing Terrell as they alternate Terrell and Gamache at tailback. Stick guard, split top of your screen, Redmond bottom of your screen, eye flanker formation. Sierra on the option, Susie on the option, comes around the corner, finds some running room, and he's going to pick up close to the first down, where it's going to be close as the ball is going to be placed at about the Massabesic 24-yard line, John. As basic football, they're going with the option and quick handoffs, and of course the nice pass play from Susie to Gonville.
Well, Jerry, Thornton's making it look easy. Last week in Benefit Shivers game, we talked to Coach Dick Agresti, and he said they got manhandled by the Paul Bulldogs last Friday night. But I'll tell you, in the early going right now, we've got 9:39 left. Thornton is manhandling the Massabesic Mustangs. Interior people doing a job, and Susie's looking like a magician out there.
Nice slot formation. Hands off goes to Jeff Sear up the middle. Sear's going to pick up a quick 5 on the play. As Thornton Academy will have a second down and about 5. We'll make that 4 as the ball is being placed at the Massabesic 17-yard line. Danny Gamache now in the game for the Trojans.
Interior people, Minard, Labby, and company just chewing up the Mustangs, spitting them out. Sear, Susie in the backs, and Terrell occasionally. The biggest gain of the drive has been a hookup from Susie to Gamache, but they're just chewing them up in the inside, just spitting them out.
High slot formation. On the option is going to be Susie. Cuts it up toward the end zone. He's close to the end zone. Touchdown, Thornton Academy.
Good run, Billy Susie. Good job on the option. He never thought pitch. He just tucked it under. Number 50, Scott Newman, a junior, 195. The key block on the play. He just took out the end. Susie saw the read, cut it to the inside the field, smelt pay dirt, and lit it up with 8:47 in the opening period. It's been all Thornton Academy. Jerry, I picked the Mustangs. I've got egg all over my face.
Okay, as Poirier is now in to do the extra point kicking for the Golden Trojans. Bill Poirier. There's a snap. It's a good one. There's a kick. It's up, and it's no good, as it's going to be wide to the right, as Thornton Academy now takes the lead here in the first quarter by a score of 6-0 on a nice option keeper by Bill Susie. And we've got 8:47 to go here in the first quarter, and Thornton Academy will be kicking off to the Mustangs.
Susie looked like all world that drive, Jerry. He faked well, he threw well, he ran well. His line did the job. Incredible job by the line. They just beat Massabesic off the ball, gaping holes. Susie ran it well. He's poised, he's confident, he's a senior. And it didn't take Agresti's Trojans long to light it up. I thought it would be somewhat flat, but they come out here storming.
As Lee Goodwich, their fine running back, is going to be deep for the Mustangs, along with number 22, Chris Duncan, and Scott Pomelo. Poirier will be doing the kicking for the Trojans.
Deep for the Mustangs, Chris Duncan.
There's the kick. It's going to go deep as it's going to bounce into the end zone, and Thornton Academy, Massabesic going to be taking over their own 20. A nice kick by Bill Poirier that took the ball into the end zone, and the Mustangs will take over 1st and 10 at their own 20. 8:47 to go here in the first quarter, and they trail by a score of 6-0.
That was a big league kick, Jerry. No fooling around on that one. Had the height, had the distance. Bounced at about the 5, rolled into the end zone. And number 2, Mike Braun, a senior, leads them out. Thornton, no question, will be keying on Goodrich. They're all-purpose back, number 32.
Mark Grant, the senior, is in the backfield along with Goodrich and Pomelo. Make that Duncan. High slot formation. Brian Hens is looking to throw the football. He's got a man wide open. He gets it to, completes it over to Mark Grant. Grant's going to go out of bounds at about the 40-yard line. But the other thing, John, is number 87 for the Mustangs, Steve Davies, was all alone up the middle of the field. He was unable to see him.
Well, a good job play faking. Braun just, nice job. He faked to the first back through, froze the inside people. Right-hander, he rolled to the bottom of your screen. All alone was Grant. He hit him. Little tightrope Move by Grant after the reception. First down to Mustangs.
Grant, Goodrich, and Jacobson in the backfield behind Braun. As again, Braun looks to throw. He's got a man, Grant, wide open, and it's going to be almost intercepted by Chris Summers. As the intended receiver was Mark Grant, and he overthrew him, John. We're going to have a second down and 10 for the Mustangs as they have the ball at their own 40-yard line.
Before this ball game's over, Will Amendola and his staff are going to find out that you don't throw the ball in the direction of number 12. Chris Summers, a great junior. The guy had a injury early in the season. He's come back strong, great speed. He was the closest receiver to that ball, but he's wearing the wrong color uniform.
Duncan split, I slot formation. Again, Braun hands it over to Goodrich. Now Goodrich finds some running room, cuts it up the middle of the field. He's going to pick up 8 on the play. It's going to be a 3rd and 2 now for the Mustangs, as the ball is going to be placed at about that 48-yard line. Lee Goodrich, we saw him against Biddeford, and he rambled one for 80 yards, John. He's a good running back.
Oh, he sure is, Jerry. He's been getting a lot of ink this year also, a junior. Massabesic threw the ball 3 previous plays. That time they went to the draw, but Goodrich, Sickard punished him, though. Goodrich knows he's in a football game right now. Big hit by Sickard, number 71.
I slot formation, handoff again to Goodrich. He cuts it up to the side, and he's going to be close. But I think he's going to be short, John. It's going to be 4th and inches to go for the Mustangs, as the ball is going to be placed around the 50-yard line. But it's going to be awful close. We're going to have a timeout for a measurement.
Looks like it's going to be close.
If he does miss it, I think he missed it, John, by inches, but we'll have to wait and see as Dick...
Jerry, from where we're standing, if it's inches, it's short inches. There's no such thing, but Goodrich, a good run. Stabinski right there, a big hit. It's going to be awful close. He's short. No, he made it.
The first down for the Mustangs at the 50-yard line.
First and 10 Mustangs. We got 7:48 to go here, opening quarter. Thornton Academy 6, the Mustangs 0. As Duncan now comes in the football game for the Mustangs. As a straight T formation, they shift now into slot formation. Duncan is split wide, top of your screen. Braun again on the option, pitches it out to Goodrich. Goodrich is going to be hit right there for a big loss. As right there for Thornton Academy is Scott Sickard, the senior. And we're going to have a loss of about 5 on the play. It's going to be second down and about 15 now for the Mustangs, as Sickard wasn't fooled at all.
Well, Sickard's been punishing Goodrich already. We're really in a ball game. There's 7:18 left in the opening period. Sickard, 2 big hits on Goodrich already. Goodrich is in the huddle right now. He's telling his offensive lineman, keep 71 off me. He's punishing me.
We got a timeout, John, and we're going to take a timeout for these nice messages from the fine sponsors that bring you BT Video Sports football coverage every week. Back at Ronco Field in Waterboro, the Massabesic Mustangs has a second down and 15. They trail by a score of 6-0 against the Golden Trojans of Thornton Academy. As Scott Sickard was there to make the big play on Lee Goodrich as they try to run the option. Got him for a 5-yard loss. We'll have a second down and 15 for the Mustangs as they're ready to play. John Moran in his gold shorts leaves the defensive huddles of the Golden Trojans. And also
he's worn those gold shorts on cold days, but today's a very appropriate day to wear shorts.
Hey, I slot formation for the Mustangs. Braun hands it back to Goodrich on a counter the other way. Finds some running room, but he's only going to pick up about 4 on the play. It's going to be 3rd and about 11 now for the Mustangs. And the ball's going to be placed at about their own 49-yard line. Spirito again, week in, week out, John, as we cover the Thornton Academy Golden Trojans. He's around to make some plays when Thornton Academy needs him.
Oh, yeah, he calls the defensive signals also, Jerry, if I'm not mistaken. A counter to Goodrich. Pareto wasn't fooled at all. 3rd down now, 3rd and about 11. Massabesic's mixing it up pretty well, but Thornton and his Dick Agressi and his fine staff have got these kids ready. Whatever Massabesic is trying, they're there to defend it.
Goodridge is right there, but Sickard is there to bring him down. As Scott Sickard again with another big play. And Massabesic is going to be forced to punt. As we're going to have a 4th and about 9 now for the Mustangs.
For the Trojans, 4th and 9.
Jerry, I don't know, is it me or we've seen Thornton play 3 games this year? They look so much bigger in those white uniforms.
It's the first time that we've been able to do them away, and you're right, John. They look huge with those white uniforms on. Punt formation now for the Mustangs. Duncan doing the punting. He hits a nice one. It's going to go to Danny Gamache, and he's going to put his knee down at about the 24-yard line. With Thornton Academy will take over 1st and 10 at their own 24. We've got 5:38 to go here in the first quarter. Thornton Academy 6, the Golden Mustangs of Massabesic 0, John.
Yeah, Gamache was lucky he held on. He's got good hands, there's no question about that, but that could have been dangerous. He fielded that punt, and Armin Normand, one of the captains for the Mustangs, number 75, a senior right there, and he hit the Gamache. As soon as he made contact, Susie leads them out. They're at their own 25-yard line.
Power I formation, set for Thornton Academy. They send Sickard in motion. There's the handoff to Sear up the middle, and he'll be hit at the line of scrimmage. He may have picked up one of the plays. It's going to be 2nd down and 9 now for the Golden Trojans. The ball's going to be placed at about that 25-yard line.
Jeff Sear carrying the ball with Tim Gannad making the tackle.
As it was a straight give to Sear, the fullback. Danny Gamache now in the game, replacing Scott Terrell. As Bill Susie taking over the quarterback reins after Chris Summers, this junior quarterback, came up with a broken hand.
An official timeout.
And he's done a good job for Dick Agressi as he's filled in a spot that
He's an athlete, Jerry, no question about it, and he does everything for the Thornton Academy Golden Trojans. He's their punter, he's back on punts, he's back on kickoffs, does a nice job running the offense, and the fortunes of Dick Agressi's Trojans.
Yeah, we're ready to go. We still have equipment problem as the officials are tending to Tim Gannad, the junior, as he's got a helmet problem.
We have another equipment timeout on the field.
As for October 24th, John, this is a super afternoon for high school football, as a lot of people are just out here in sweaters and wool shirts.
I tell you, Jerry, I'm looking around at all these Massabesic kids. They all got their hair colored. I'd like to have that done. Hide some of that gray.
I can see you in green here now, John. Here we go, 2nd down and 9 for the Golden Trojans. Redmond split top of your screen, I slot formation for Dick Agresti's Golden Trojans. Bill Susie calling the signals. We get Sear and Gamache set behind Susie. They send Sickard in motion.
Bill Susie.
There's the option as Susie, look, we have a flag down on the play. As Susie's going to be brought down, is there to make the tackle for the Mustangs, number 25. Scott Pomelo, a sophomore.
Making the tackle for the Mustangs.
Where they threw the flag, Jerry, it looks like an illegal motion against Thornton Academy. That's exactly what it is. Dick Florent talking it over with Mike Braun. Terrell's in the game now. Gamache is out. He's got his instructions from Dick Agresti. Thornton came out storming at first period, first possession. Now they've somewhat stalled. The penalty right here is going to set them back even further.
We got a holding penalty, John, not a motion penalty, which is going to be even costlier, as they'll have a 2nd down and about 20. The ball is going to be placed at about their 15-yard line. We've got 4:29 to go here in the first quarter. Thornton Academy 6, the Mustangs of Massabesic 0. They come out in a I slot formation. Sear and Terrell set behind Susie. They send Sickard in motion. There's Susie looking to throw. He's looking to go deep to Redmond. He's got his man beat, and he cannot connect as Redmond was able to get behind Braun, and the pass was a little overthrown, or Redmond would have had 6 points.
Good call by Agresti. Massabesic was doing a nice job stuffing the middle. Good faker by Susie. He faked the Sear, plugged up the middle, and he just ate it up. Redmond had a step on Braun. Ball just a little overthrown.
We're going to have a third down and about 20 now for the Golden Trojans. The ball is placed at about their 15-yard line. Danny Gamache in at tailback with Sear the fullback. They're in an I slot formation. They send Sickard in motion across. Susi looking to back to throw. He's got plenty of time. He's looking to go to Gonville. He makes the reception, but Gonville's going to be short of the first down. And it's going to be a 4th and about 5 now for the Golden Trojans, and they'll be forced to punt, John.
Yeah, well, Gonville's been Susi's favorite receiver this afternoon. He's got 2 receptions. That time, I think he was a safety valve, a little short of the first down. Susi got the ball to him. Gonville, good catch in traffic. 4th down. Susi will be punting it from his own 20-yard line, Jerry. Inside the 20 at about his own 18.
Number 2, Mike Braun.
Mike Braun deep for the Mustangs. As you mentioned, Bill Susi will be doing the punting. It looks like they've got everybody coming for the Mustangs. There's the snap. And they've got people coming, and he's going to be hit, and that's going to be roughing the kick, and that's going to cost the Mustangs the football. As Braun makes the fair catch at about the 30, but we got a penalty flag down, roughing the kicker, and Thornton Academy will keep possession of the football.
Well, it was 3 Mustangs right there. Norman, number 74, Ginnard, and number 83, Dave Stevenson, another junior. But Susi showed he's an athlete. He got that ball away. And
first down.
Roughing the kicker, referee right there, threw the flag. Thornton takes over. Well, no, it doesn't take over. Regains possession.
Okay, so as the official Earl Goodwin marks off the yardage, it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Golden Trojans at their own 44-yard line. 3:16 to go here in the first quarter. Thornton Academy 6. The Mustangs of Massabesic 0. I slot formation. You're going to have Sickard in the slot. Redmond split bottom of your screen and sends Sickard across the offense. As there's the handoff to Sear the middle of the line, and right there to meet him is the Mustangs. As there to make the tackle for the Mustangs, number 65, Dickie Ireland. As we have a flag, it's going to be costly against the Trojans, and we'll see what they come up with. As there was some confrontation about the split in Redmond jumping before the ball was snapped, but he came to a set again. They declined the penalty. It'll be a 2nd down and 10 for the Golden Trojans.
We'll make it 2nd down and 10 from the Thornton 45.
Danny Gamache now in for the Trojans, replacing Scott Terrell.
Jerry, I'm not a referee, but what is that indication?
Your guess is as good as mine, John, right now. As
It looks like Mike Landry last week telling Dave Allen, you're all done, you're all done.
high flanker formation for the Golden Trojans. Susi looking to throws, get some time. He's looking to go deep to Redmond, and there's a completion to Thayer Redmond. Redmond heads it up the middle of the field, breaks a couple of tackles. He's got one man to beat. He gets by him. No, he doesn't. He's going to be brought down. Is there to make the tackle for the Golden Trojans. For the Mustangs, number 25, Scott Pomelo. But Thornton Academy will have a 1st and 10 at the Mustangs' 12-yard line.
Boy, I'll tell you, Thayer Redmond, the senior, was possessed on that one. Nice thrown ball all alone. Susi saw him. Redmond made the reception, cut against the grain, was smelling pay dirt. Good defensive play by the defender for Massabesic to stop him. Redmond showed good speed, cut it all the way across the field, and almost lit it up.
High flanker formation. You got Redmond top of your screen, Sickard bottom of your screen. There's the handoff to Jeff Sear, the fullback. He'll pick up about 3 on the play. We're going to give him a 2nd down and about 7 now for the Golden Trojans. The ball is going to be placed at about the 11-yard line. 2:06 to go here, first quarter. Thornton Academy 6, the Mustangs of Massabesic 0.
From the Mustang 11-yard line.
Scott Terrell now replacing Danny Gamache as tailback. High flanker formation for the Golden Trojans. You got Redmond split top of your screen, Sickard bottom of your screen. Sear and Terrell set behind Susi now. Bill Susi fixed it, looks at a quick pass over the middle, and it's complete for a touchdown. As Thayer Redmond was right there in front of Mike Braun, and the Golden Trojans light up the scoreboard one more time. They go ahead by a score of 12-0.
I'll tell you, Thayer Redmond is beating Mike Braun big time. He was all alone that time. Susi never thought of anybody else. Look for Redmond. Redmond made a monkey out of Braun. Nice thrown ball. Susi right to Redmond. Touchdown early again.
We've got 1:35 to go here in the first quarter. Thornton Academy 12, Massabesic 0. As Bill Poirier will be in and now to kick the extra point. Nice snap. There's a placement. There's a kick, and it's going to miss it. And the Mustangs now trail by a score of 12-0, John, with 1:35 to go. And Willie Amendola is going to have to come up with some kind of offense and straighten out his defense, or he's going to get blown out here early in the first half.
Oh, there's no question about it, Jerry. Susie's line is doing a job for him, and he's just picking them apart. Redmond, like I said, is just eating up Braun. Single coverage down there. They got a double team on Redmond. Redmond's just got too much speed for Braun, the senior.
All right, Bill Poirier prepared to kick off. Deep for the Mustangs is going to be Lee Goodrich, along with Chris Duncan and Scott Pomelo.
Bill Poirier getting ready to kick off.
As Thornton Academy has a 12-0 lead here in the first quarter with 1:35 to go. Poirier last time kicked it into the end zone. This time Duncan is going to feel it at about the 7-yard line. Looking for some running room up the middle. He's not going to find it. There's a lot of golden Trojans there, and he's finally going to be brought down at about the 20-yard line, a 21-yard line. Well, they'll take over first and 10, trailing by a score of 12-0 here in the first quarter.
Poirier, Jerry, the senior at 180, has had trouble with his PATs this afternoon. Like we said, in the 3 games we've seen the Trojans this season, Poirier's been perfect. He's 0 for 2 this afternoon, but I tell you, he's not having any trouble with his kickoffs.
High slot formation for the Mustangs. They trail by a score of 12-0. There's a handoff to the fullback. A big running room is Lee Goodrich. As Goodrich is going to pick up about 15 on the play. It's going to be first and 10 for the Mustangs, and the ball is going to be placed at about that 36-yard line. We saw Goodrich, John, against Biddeford, and he's a fine running back for a junior.
He is, Jerry, but no question about it. Thornton's got to be keying on him. Sickard has owned him so far in the early going. That time left side, his job did the line, and Goodrich picked up a first down.
Straight T formation. They shift now into an I-wing formation. There's the handoff again to the big man up the middle, number 33. And that's Jacobson on the carry. But we have first down for the Mustangs as right now Massabesic has found some running room up the middle of that defensive line of Thornton Academy.
Yeah, I guess their spotters have found something on the left side. They're gone to the well twice in a row. Left side, quick hitters. Jacobson, good speed that time. Another first down for the Mustangs.
Jacobson, Goodrich, and Grant are the backs behind Braun. They come out into an I-wing formation. Again, Grant is the wing. They send Grant a motion across the formation. Reset him as a slot back. There's the handoff. This time Jacobson is hit right at the line of scrimmage. As right there to make the stop again is Lance Lavoie, number 45, for the Golden Trojans. We're going to have a second down and 10 now for the Mustangs. The ball's at their own 46-yard line.
Lance Lavoie right there. A little help from Gary Labby, 6'2", a senior at 215. Amendola's called that play 3 times in a row. That time, no success. Second down.
And the first quarter ends with
That's the end of the first quarter. We'll be back with the rest of the game after this word.
12-0. Would like to remind you at this time.
Look good in those colors.
Back at Ronco Field in Waterboro, the Thornton Academy Golden Trojans 12, the Massabesic Mustangs 0, as the Mustangs have a second down and 10, as they found a couple of holes in the Thornton defense. They got 2 big gainers.
2 big gainers, Jerry, but then they tried it again, and Lavoie and Labby right there put a halt to it. Amendola's got to mix it up. He's down 12-0. beginning of the second period.
I slot formation. Make that peel right formation. Braun on the option. Heads it out to Lee Goodwin. Trying to get it to the outside. He breaks one tackle. Heads it up the field. He's going to pick up close to the first down. We'll see when he goes out of bounds. We'll give him 7 on the play. It's going to be a 3rd down and 3 now for the Mustangs, as the ball is going to be placed at the Thornton 47-yard line.
Boy, Goodrich showed great outside speed that time. Jason Lee, number 89, a junior, 155, draped all over Goodrich. Goodrich ran right by him, turned the corner.
The ball is
3rd down now, but a good burst of speed by Goodrich to the outside.
As the officials right now are...
They're pointing at us, Jerry. Red says, you guys better not say anything derogatory against us.
All right, there we go. The clock's winding now as the Mustangs on the move. They trail by a score of 12-0. Jacobson, along with Goodrich. There's the handoff up the middle. He's going to pick up maybe 2 on the play, and Massabesic will be forced to punt the football. At that time, John, number 75, Armin Norman was set up in the backfield as a blocking back for the Mustangs. 4th and about 3 now for the Mustangs. The ball is going to be placed at about the Thornton 47-yard line. As deep for the Trojans is going to be Danny Gamache along with Thea Redmond. But Massabesic's coming out. They're going to go for it. They're trailing 12-0 here in the first quarter.
Not ready either, Jerry. Thornton's in punt formation.
To receive the punt.
There's the handoff to Goodrich. Make that a reverse, and they couldn't pull it off as they handed the ball off number 33, Eric Jacobson, and he was going to get sacked in the backfield by Bill Susie.
I'll tell you though, Jerry, what a job of faking. And I'll tell you, Susie wouldn't have been there. He had the lane. He was gone. Great reverse. Good call. Thornton was somewhat surprised. They were all back in punt formation. Hurry-up offense. The Mustangs went after it. Nice play. Susie stopped the touchdown.
First and 10 Golden Trojans. They come out in the I-flanker formation. Sear and Terrell set behind Susie. There's a handoff to Scott Terrell up the middle. He may pick up 2 on the play. Is there to make the tackle for the Mustangs is number 50. Scott Bennett, the junior.
Bennett did it the way you're supposed to do it, too, Jerry. Terrell, quick burst. He just wrapped his arms right around his legs.
2nd down and 8 from the 47.
Terrell picked up 2 on the play. Nice tackle, though, by Bennett.
2nd down and 8 now for the Golden Trojans. The ball is placed at about the 47 of the Mustangs. I-flanker formation. Gamache and Sear set behind Susie. Redmond bottom of your screen. Sickard top of your screen. There's the fake, and there's the option by Susie. Cuts it up the field. He's got some running room. He needs a block or 2. Cuts it down. He's finally going to be knocked out of bounds at the Mustangs 30-yard line. Make that the 32, where Thornton Academy will have a 1st and 10 at the Mustang 32. And this first half has all been dominated by Thornton Academy's offense, John.
No question, Jerry. I mean, Bill Susie's a senior. I mean, he was hoping to be in the playoffs in his last hurrah.
33-yard line.
No, though. But I'll tell you, Susie came to play this afternoon. He's possessed. He's running the option very, very well that time. He never thought pitch. Just tucked it on the left side. Good piece of running. Nice job of blocking.
33 for the Trojans.
I slot formation. They send Sickard in motion. There's a handoff to Sear up the middle. He finds a big running room as he'll pick up about 10 on the play. The ball's going to be inside the Mustangs 25 down to about that 23-yard line, where it's going to be close to a 1st down. We'll give him a 2nd down and 1 now for the Trojans.
And there's a timeout for a measurement.
Well, it's close to the 1st down, but Sear just drove the bus left side. Good job of blocking. Minard, Labby, and Sickard. Gaping hole. Sear ran hard. Close to the 1st down. They're going to measure 5:38 left, opening half. Jerry, it's Thornton 12. It seems like it's a lot more than that. It's been all Thornton, but they're on top 12-0.
He's going to be short of the 1st down, John. Like I called it, 2nd down and 1 for the Trojans. The ball is going to be placed at about the Mustangs 23-yard line. I slot formation. We've got Sickard in the slot. Redmond split bottom of your screen. There's There's a quick pass going to Redmond as the ball's going to be knocked away. As they were looking to go to a quick slant into Thayer Redmond, the ball was knocked away nicely.
Ginnard made a nice play. Good fake. Susi froze the inside people, the inside backers, but I'll tell you, it didn't freeze Ginnard. Ginnard just thought knocking Susi's head off, and he ran right into Labby. Labby ran into Susi. Ball incomplete.
It's going to be third and about less than 1 to go. I slot formation, Sear and Terrell set behind Susi. There's the handoff to Jeff Sear. He's going to pick up enough for the first down. It's going to be 1st and 10 now for the Trojans. We'll see where they place the ball, John, but I think he had enough for the first down. I guess not. As they'll call a timeout and check for a measurement, John. I thought he had enough for the first down, but where they place the football, he's going to be short. He's going to be short, John, by inches. It's going to be 4th and less than a yard to go for the Golden Trojans.
Well, you got to wonder what Aggressor's going to do. He's got a big lead. I think he might go for it. You don't punt from inside the other team's 25, but you never know. Susi's taking off his helmet right now.
Oh, John, last night in
adjusting the batteries. They're making it look like they're shuttling people in with the plays, but Susi's got a walkie-talkie in his helmet, and it's wired right into Dick Aggresti. He just adjusted his batteries.
Mustang 23-yard line.
Okay, Susi will just carry you right over Scott Newman's back.
There's the handoff. There's the option. He's going to be tied. I don't think he made it, John.
No, I don't think he did. Ginnard's been all over the field by Amendola. I thought Susi was going to just run the sneak. He tried to roll out on the option. Ginnard stripped him down, knocked him down. Mustangs take over on downs. It's got to give him some fire.
Well, John, I was going to mention before this play happened that last night in the Lewiston-Portland game, Lewiston fumbled the football on the 1-yard line, gave Portland a first and goal to go from the 1, and they ended up stopping him, and that was a big stop for Lewiston as they came back in the second half to beat the Bulldogs by a score of 13-0.
Yeah, and it scrambles up the playoff picture even more with that. Nice defensive play by Ginnard that time, though.
Handoff goes to Goodrich, the tailback. He spins off. He'll pick up about 3 or 4 in the play.
About 5 yards.
Well, we're going to have a second down and about 6 now for the Mustangs. The ball's going to be placed at about their 29-yard line, John. And that was a big defensive play for the Mustangs. If they can drive the ball down and score, they'll be with the conversion, they could be less than a touchdown away from the Golden Trojans.
Well, Jerry, I don't know. They're a long way from pay dirt. They're at their own 30. It's been all Thornton in the early going. We've got 4 minutes left and a half. It's 12-0, but it's been all Thornton, it seems like.
Hey, Lee Goodrich again on a big carry. He's going to pick up enough for the first down, John. That's going to be a 1st and 10 for the Mustangs. The ball is going to be placed at about that 37-yard line. As they found some openings in that Thornton Academy defensive line, John, and they're finding a lot of yardage up the middle.
1st and 10 from the 37.
Jerry, I said 4 minutes. I'm looking at the clock, the tough side of the clock. There's 7:57. There is plenty of time for the Mustangs to score. Goodrich is showing me good strength, though. He carried Stabinski that time forward for a first down.
I slot formation. Jacobson and Goodrich set behind Braun. There's the handoff to Jacobson, the fullback.
To number 33, Eric Jacobson.
He may have picked up 2 on the play. It's going to be second down and about 8 now for the Mustangs. The ball is going to be placed at about their 39-yard line.
Gary Labby making the tackle, and it will be second down and 8.
That playoff picture, John, is going to be some tremendous thing to try to figure out next weekend, especially with Portland playing South Portland. Portland coming off that loss last night. Lewiston playing EL next week. And we're going to have all kinds of scramble on this playoff.
Big one today, too, Jerry. Jefferson, South Portland. That's South Portland.
Hey, I slot formation. They come back. They fake the draw back, and there's Braun looking to almost intercepted by Chris Summers as they try to connect to Mark Grant. Ball was a little overthrown, and Chris Summers playing that defensive secondary spot to almost come up with an interception.
Yeah, he almost did, Jerry. Somebody in the line. We didn't get the number. Somebody tipped that ball, though. Braun, good job of faking, but the ball was tipped in the line. Didn't get the number. Summer, like you said, closest man to the football.
6:51 to go here in the second quarter. Thornton Academy 12, the Mustangs of Massabesic 0.
3rd and 8 from the Mustang 39-yard line.
They shift into an I slot formation. Jacobson and Goodrich set behind Braun. There's the, again, they fake it to Goodrich. They try to go to the receiver. They complete it. Steve Davies with the reception. It's going to be a 1st and 10 for the Mustangs at the Thornton Academy 44-yard line.
Braun showed some guts that time. Jason Lee, number 89, chased him for all he wanted. He looked upfield, saw Davies all alone. Nice hook up Davies from Braun. 1st down the Mustangs. They got things going, Jerry.
As we've got 6:39 to go here in the first half, they trail by a score of 12-0. The Golden Trojans trying to stop this offense. They go into an I-wing formation now. Jacobson and Goodrich set behind Braun. There's the handoff to Goodrich. Looks to cut it up the field. He's going to be hit the line of scrimmage. And he may have got back to the line of scrimmage. We might have given him one on the play. It's going to be 2nd down and 9 now for the Mustangs. The ball is going to be placed at the Thornton Academy 43-yard line.
Durable back, I'll tell you. He got hit initially in the line of scrimmage by number 71, Sickard, a tough ball player. Goodrich broke that tackle. Summer had to come up, make the hit. But Goodrich is showing me he's a good, hard runner.
I slot formation. Grant's in the slot. There it is. They give the draw, the sprint draw to Goodrich. He breaks a couple of tackles, and he's going to pick up about 5 on the play. It's going to be a 3rd and about 4 now for the Mustangs. The ball is going to be placed at the Golden Trojans 39-yard line.
Well, other than the hookup from Braun to Davies, it's been the Lee Goodrich show, and he's showing durability, showing strength, showing good speed. That time they went right side with him, Goodrich is refusing to come down. Big down coming up, though, Jerry. 3rd and we're going to call it a long 4. Braun leads them out.
They shift into an I slot formation. Braun again hands it off to Goodrich. Goodrich cuts it up the field. He's going to be close to the 1st down. I think he has enough for the 1st down, John. It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Mustangs at the Thornton Academy 33.
I think Jim Moran was telling his defense they're going to go to Goodrich. They're going to go to Goodrich. He was a tailback. They all knew it. Goodrich just good runner. Went left side, picked up the 1st down, a big 1st down for Amendola's Mustangs.
They're set up in a power ride formation. The power back mean number 75, Iman Norman. There's a handoff to Goodrich. This time he's hit it right at the line of scrimmage. As number, trying to pick up Lance Lavoie was there.
And Jimmy Funya, senior, 185, just thought Goodrich, they got a key on Goodrich now, and that time Funya wasn't fooled at all. Big hit on him, loss on the play.
We have a timeout being called, and we're going to take a timeout and be back after these messages.
3 yards on the play. 2nd down and 13 from
Back at Ronco Field in Waterboro, the Mustangs have a 2nd down and about 12. They're at the Thornton Academy 37-yard line. We have about 5:29, I think. The clock's been stuck at 6 for a while on the minutes, so we're not really unsure what the time is. I slot formation. Braun fakes it over to Goodrich. He's looking to throw. He's got a man open. He completes it over to Grant. Grant's going to pick up enough for the 1st down. It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Mustang at about the Thornton 20-yard line.
Grant was all alone. Braun play action, fake, looked around, saw number 7 Grant all alone in the flats. Good hookup, Jerry. Like you say, that clock's been stuck at 6:22 for a long time. Maybe that's Jack Chenard's idea to get the Mustangs get a score. Old Jack's done some crazy things in his life, but I can't believe he's got the clock broken here.
First and 10 for the Mustangs. The ball's at the Thornton Academy 20-yard line. Ice lock formation. There's the pitch to Goodrich. Goodrich cuts it up the field. He may pick up 2 on the play. It's going to be a second down and 8 now for the Mustangs as they have the ball placed at about the 18-yard line. That play before, John, when Braun faked it to Goodrich, we had 3 guys from Thornton Academy hit Goodrich, which gave Braun enough time to complete the pass to Grant.
Sparetto went on the play that time, but Jerry, like you said, Grant was all alone. Sparetto, good hit that time. Number 61 came up, read it well. And there's, the clock's not running, Jerry. We don't know how much time left in the half. But Mustangs got things going, but time might be a factor here.
As Dick Fleurin has called the timeout, as he's noticed the same thing on the clock as we have.
Officials time.
As John Mon tried to get a sneak into the defensive huddle of Thornton Academy to talk to him. As they want to advance the clock down to 4:55. There it is, 4:55. That's what we got left here in the first half. The Mustangs threatening as they have the ball placed at the Thornton Academy's 18-yard line. They'll have a second down and 8. As now Red Fleurin goes over and talks it over with Dick Agresti to let him know how much time is left on the clock. As the clock is also being watched on the field. Homecoming weekend here at Massabesic. A great crowd, really, John, for what we expected on the way up. We were talking about we didn't know what kind of a crowd is, and
Massabesic likes their football, Jerry, no question about it. When they played the Tigers in High Yard, Waterboro Field, the visitors' bleachers were packed with Mustang fans.
as they start the clock now, 4:55 to go. That's the official time.
And the clock's running now, Jerry. 12-play to drive coming up for Amendola's Mustang.
They shift now into an I-flanker formation. Goodrich and Jacobson set behind Braun. There's Braun looking to throw over the middle. He goes to and it's going to be incomplete as he tried to complete it over to Davies. He pumped twice. Davies wasn't open, and he still threw it in that direction. It was knocked away. We're going to be third down now and about 9 for the Mustangs.
Gutsy call by Braun. A lot of white shirts down there led by Chris Summer and company on Davies. He still tried to get the ball to him. Ball incomplete.
Third and about 9 now for the Mustangs. The ball is placed at the Thornton Academy 19-yard line. Thornton Academy 12, Massabesic 0. Healy split top of your screen along with Goodrich and Grant. As Braun looks to throw, getting some pressure. He gets away from the pressure. He throws the football, and it's going to be intercepted by Bill Susi. And Thornton Academy will take over first and 10 at their 17.
Jerry, I think it was Sickard again that forced Braun out of the pocket, chased him for all he wanted. Braun would like to have that football back. He just threw it in traffic. Bill Susi, the senior right there, picked his pocket. Mustang, impressive drive, 13 plays. Come up empty-handed. Good defensive play by Susi.
4:25 to go. Clock winding down here in the first half. Thornton Academy 12, Massabesic 0. Thornton Academy coming out in a nice slot formation. Sear and Terrell set behind Susi. They send Sickard in motion. There's the handoff to Jeff Sear up the middle. He'll pick up maybe 3 on the play. It's going to be a second down and about 7 now for the Golden Trojans at about their own 20-yard line.
After about a 3-yard gain. Second down and 7 from the Thornton 20-yard line.
As Danny Gamache now reports into the game at tailback, replaces Scott Terrell. I flanker formation. Sickard bottom of your screen. Redmond split top of your screen. There's a fumble in the backfield. Susi falls on it smartly as he was unable to hold on to it, and he fell on it, and Thornton will lose maybe 1 on the play. It's going to be a third down now and about 9 for the Golden Trojans. The ball is going to be placed at about their 18-yard line.
About the 17-yard line.
3:20 and counting, Jerry, opening half. Agressi's not going to try anything crazy down there. He's going to try to run off the clock, go in the locker room with a 12-point lead and talk to his ball players. Susi, I don't think, was trying to pass. He just lost a handle, but now he is back.
We have a flag being thrown in the backfield. It looks like it might go against Jeff Sear. As we'll have to wait and see if Massabesic will take the penalty, because there'll be a 4th down and about 3, and most likely they'll be refusing it.
Holding on Jeff Sear. I'm kind of surprised, Jerry, at the play calling. I thought Agresti would sit on his lead, but no, he's looking for more. Susi intending to pass that time. His receivers were pretty well covered. Jeff Sear, the fullback, helping out the block, but he pulled the infraction. He held, and it's going to put Thornton deep into their territory, in the shadow of their own goalpost.
I'm very surprised, John, that they took the penalty, as it would have been a 4th down for Thornton Academy if they had refused it, but they want to keep Thornton Academy deep in their territory, I guess. They accepted the penalty, so they're going to take the ball inside the 10-yard line. Holding against Thornton Academy.
Holding against Thornton, pushes them back close to the...
The ball is going to be placed at about their 9-yard line, 8 or 9-yard line. It's going to be 3rd and about, we'll give them almost 20. I think the PA announcer's right, 18. 3rd and 18 for the Trojans. The ball's inside their 10-yard line. They came out in a I flanker formation. Susi hands off now to Sear in the backfield. He's hit right at the line of scrimmage. And it's going to be a 4th down now for the Golden Trojans at about their own 12-yard line.
4th down for the Trojans at the...
As Ryan Young, the sophomore, was there to make the stop in the backfield.
Making the tackle for the Mustangs.
Well, the Mustangs should be taking over, Jerry. Excellent field position. Dick Agresti has sent out his punting
number 16,
and Billy Susi will be kicking from his own end zone. I'm kind of surprised. The Mustangs have 2 safeties. I thought they'd all be coming 10-man front, but they don't. They get a return on.
As the wind is blowing right in Susi's face. There's a snap. It's a good one. He boots it, and it's going to take Goodrich down to about the 38-yard line. He finds some running room, but not too much, and they'll take over 1st and 10 at about that 35, John. With about 3:03 to go here in the first half, they trail by a score of 12-0.
That was a good punt by Susi. He had pressure from Davies, bottom of your screen. Like you said, Jerry, stiff wind in his face. The ball still carried 35 yards, and that's where the Mustangs will be taking over.
2:58 clock winding down here in the first half. The Mustangs, like I mentioned, trail by a score of 12-0. They have the ball at the Thornton Academy 36-yard line. I-wing formation. They got Grant split bottom of your screen. Braun looking to throw again, looking to go deep. He's going deep for Grant. There's the, and it hit his hands, and he was unable to hold on to it, as he was able to beat Eric Holt on that one. But it goes incomplete, and it's going to be 2nd down and 10.
Grant on a streak pattern all alone. Nice thrown ball. Braun threw that somewhat off balance. He's a right-hander. He rolled left side. Nice thrown ball in and out of the hands of number 7. Like you said, he had a step on number 28, Eric Holt.
2nd down and 10. Now coming in the game for the Mustangs is Derek Healy. Duncan comes out of the game. 2nd down and 10. The ball's placed at the Thornton Academy 36-yard line. They shift into an I-slot formation. Grant in the slot. Healy split top of your screen. Braun again looking to throw. Fix it to Goodrich. Looking to throw. He goes short as the ball's complete to Jacobson at about the 30-yard line. We have a pick of about 5 on the play. 2:25 to go. We have a timeout being called by Massabesic, John. As we're going to have a key 3rd down coming up for the Mustangs.
I was just going to say that, Jerry. Big 3rd down, and they're going to get back in this ball game. Good job of faking to Braun. He faked to Goodrich. On a misdirection, I think if he'd have given it to Goodrich, Goodrich would have gone for a lot, but he faked it to him. Roll left again, and I don't understand why he's not rolling right. He's a right-hander. He'd be able to put a little more on the ball. He rolled left side that time. Hit his safety valve, Jacobson. Big 3rd down play.
2:24 to go here in the first half. Thornton Academy 12, Massabesic 0. As Massabesic has 1 timeout remaining. That's unusual, John, when you can see a head coach standing in the huddle with his headset in his head and still talking.
Yeah, but you know, Jerry, it's Texas football. Amendola, Jerry in the huddle. That's the Bangor connection. That's Soldati, I think. One of Gabby Price's old aides.
As Massabesic with a 2-5 record, a respectable 2-5, John, as they've given a lot of teams a lot of problems, especially in the first half. As we mentioned, they had a 14-0 lead on South Portland. They were only trailing Biddeford by a score of 14-6 at halftime. They beat Sanford 22-20.
Yeah, other than Sanford, though, I mean, numbers are the key. We talked about that. Biddeford just wore them out in the second half. South Portland wore them out in the second half. Like you said, 14-0 to South Portland. I think the final score was 28-14. Biddeford, it was 7-6 at the half, and the Tigers came back storming 36-6. Amendola's trying to build up this program, but he just doesn't have the numbers.
Okay, that triple formation set up with Goodrich, Grant, and Duncan split is this time they go to the screen, the opposite side of the field. They've got some running room. He heads it toward the sideline. He's going to go out of bounds, and he's going to pick up a first down as Davies was on the reception of the screen. And it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Mustangs. The ball's going to be placed at about the Thornton 17-yard line.
The play, first down for the Mustangs.
Personal foul on Thornton on that also. The referee said number 61, Sporetto. You hit him late. You hit him out of bounds. And the Mustangs, time is a factor now, though. Minute 24, they got things going. I like that play, though, Jerry. Braun looked right all the way. Well-divided screen. The line did the job. Davies all alone on the screen pass. He rambled up the field. Sporetto a little frustrated, hit him after the play was over.
1:24 to go here in the first half, and the Mustangs will have excellent field position as the ball is going to be placed inside the Thornton Academy 10-yard line down to about their 8. It's going to be 1st and goal to go for the Mustangs at the Thornton Academy 8-yard line. As they got a minute and 24 still on the clock to work with.
With 1:24 left in the first half.
They change now to I-flanker formation. Jacobson and Goodwin set behind Braun. Braun looking to throw. He's got some time. He heads it toward the end zone, and it's going to be knocked away by Danny Gamache, as the intended receiver was Chris Duncan. And that surprised me, John.
Hi, Jerry. I suspect Amendola's play calling down here inside the 10. He's got a good, legitimate back in Goodrich. Why not give the ball to him? You got 4 plays. Braun that time should have never thrown that football. Great coverage by Gamache. He never had a chance, the intended receiver. Braun still threw the ball. Gamache, the closest receiver to the ball, could have been picked off, would have been a costly turnover.
As Armin Norman is now in the game along with Ryan Young, so you might see Norman in the power, as the power back in the power I formation for the Mustangs, as now they bring Jacobson back in. And Young leaves the football game. We'll have to wait and see what Willie Amendola will come up with for the offensive plays that they need to score here, as they get Thornton Academy at the 8-yard line right now. With 1:18 to go, they'll have a 2nd down and goal to go from the 8. A terrific afternoon for high school football. The weather outstanding for here late in October. As Massabesic couldn't ask for a better Saturday afternoon for a homecoming, John. The weather's great, great crowd, and great competition.
Well, Jack Shanaz, the fine AD up here, and you know how Jack is, Jerry. He's got connections upstairs.
Like as I remember doing the Biddeford Massabesic game, we had Jack on at halftime, and I thought Paul Cameri was nervous before the game last night, but I think Jack was just as nervous or more before at the halftime show.
2 class acts, Jerry Baldwin.
And it's 2nd and goal from the
2nd and goal to go now. The Mustangs come out of the huddle.
In the 2nd period.
Power I formation. There's the handoff to Jacobson. He finds some running room. He gets down. It's down to about the 5-yard line. That's going to be a 3rd and goal to go now for the Mustangs. The ball's going to be placed at the 5. No huddle. Quick offense as they set up in a power I. Again, set behind Braun is going to be Jacobson and Goodrich. There's the handoff to Goodrich. He finds some running room, breaks a couple of tackles, and he's going to get down close to the end zone. Well, we're going to have a 4th and goal to go from about the 1.
3 second efforts that time. Lee Goodrich, good hard running, right side, just refused to come down, just spinning and running. No huddle again. Hurry up offense. Time is a factor.
There's the quarterback sneak, and I think he's going to be short, as Thornton Academy is going to stop him at the goal line. and the Mustangs will come up short. Thornton Academy takes over 1st and 10 at about the goal line.
Why don't you give the ball to Goodrich on that play? But good defensive play by Thornton. Great impressive drive by Massabesic. Hurry up offense. They come up empty-handed. Thornton will be taken over inside the 1-yard line on downs.
As they'll probably run that one play where Susie will probably quarterback sneak and kill the clock and take that 12-0 halftime lead into the locker room or into the buses. Ice slot formation for the Trojans. As there's a sneak by Susie. He'll pick up a 5 or 6, and that's going to be it, John, for the first half of play here at Ronco Field in Waterboro, as the Golden Trojans lead by a score of 12-0 over the Mustangs of Massabesic. As we'll be back with our halftime show after these messages.
As the first half ends with the Thornton High School Trojans.
Post-game show is brought to you by Leo Menard, Mr. Bill Incorporated, as we watch the Thornton Academy Golden Trojans band entertaining us here at halftime at the Ronco Field homecoming 1987 for the Mustangs of Massabesic. Quickly over some of the stats. First down, Thornton Academy 4 to Massabesic 8. Rushing, Thornton Academy 80, Massabesic 74. Receiving, Thornton Academy 68 to 75 of Massabesic. Bill Susie, 3 for 5, 1 touchdown pass. Mike Braun, 5 for 11 and 1 interception. Penalties, Thornton Academy has been assessed 3 for 35 yards. Massabesic 1 for 15. Thornton Academy has punted twice, Massabesic once. Thornton Academy's run off 30 plays to Massabesic's 33. Turnovers, Thornton Academy none. Massabesic 1 and an interception. Rushing leaders, Susie, 6 carries, 45 yards, 1 touchdown. Jeff Sear, 9 carries for 32 yards for Thornton Academy. The workhorse for Massabesic, Lee Goodrich, 14 carries, 48 yards. And Jacobson, their other running back, the fullback, 6 carries for 27 yards. Reception-wise, Thayer Redmond, 2 receptions, 52 yards, 1 touchdown. And the other reception, Ton Gonville, 2 receptions, 70 for 27 yards for Thornton Academy. For Massabesic, Grant, 2 receptions, 37 yards. Davies, 2 receptions, 31 yards. And Jacobson, 1 reception for 7 yards. As a beautiful afternoon here, we're going to take a break and be back with some more interesting comments for our halftime show, being brought to you by Leo Menards, Mr. Bill Incorporated. Back at halftime as the Golden Trojans marching band performing for the homecoming crowd here at Massabesic. As Thornton Academy with a 12-0 lead here at halftime. A lead that we thought first was going to be even bigger as Thornton Academy came out in full force in the first quarter, come up with 12 unanswered points before Massabesic could catch their breath. But Massabesic's had their chances. Twice they've been inside the Thornton Academy 20-yard line. Once, right before the half, they were down at the inside the 1-yard line as Mike Braun tried to sneak it in from the 1, and Thornton Academy's defense held them to keep this 12-0 margin here at halftime. We're going to take a break after these messages and be back with the second half kickoff in a few minutes. at Ronco Field as the homecoming ceremonies have concluded, and we're ready to get back to high school football action as Thornton Academy will be kicking off the Mustangs, trailing the Massabesic Mustangs, trailing by a score of 12-0, beginning here in the second half. The official clock will be kept on the field as we were told at halftime, but they'll run the clock on the scoreboard, and we'll have to just guess how much time. Paria's kick now is going to go to Goodrich at about the 18-yard line. Goodrich looking for some running room up the middle, and he's going to be nailed right there as number 33 for Thornton Academy. Sean Willett was there, the junior 160. We'll have a 1st and 10 for the Mustangs at their own 28-yard line. As we'll see if Mike Braun can keep this offense going, as twice they've got inside the 20, once down to the 1-yard line when unable to punch in against Thornton Academy's defense. But trailing 12-0, Mustangs take over the second half kickoff, 1st and 10 at their own 28. I slot formation. Grant in the slot, Jacobson and Goodrich behind. As Goodrich will gain maybe 1 on a play. We'll give him 1. 2nd down and 9 now for the Mustangs. The ball's going to be placed at about their 9-yard line.
Well, you got to wonder if Massabesic has anything left, Jerry. They had the opportunity late in the first half. Hurry-up offense, 3 plays, 35 seconds. They come up empty-handed. Good defensive stance by the Trojans. And you got to wonder what kind of edge they have here in the second half.
They shift into an I slot formation. Braun hands off again. Goodrich. Goodrich finds some running room this time. He's going to pick up about 5 on the play. It's going to be a 3rd and about 2 now for the Mustangs. The ball is going to be placed at about their 37-yard line.
Well, they just gave the ball to Goodrich, right side, and Jason Lee, number 89. Along with help from Jimmy Fournier, senior 185. They just lowered ahead. Goodrich carried him forward, though, and 3rd and 4 now, big down for the Mustangs.
Power I formation. They got Armin Norman set. There's the power I, the lineman, number 75. There's the handoff to Goodrich up the middle. He's going to be hit the line of scrimmage. He's going to try. He's going to be short, though. That's going to be a 4th and about 1 for the Mustangs. They'll be punting the football. I say punting, John, but we saw him go on a 4th down in their territory in the first half. We'll have to wait and see what happens. We'll see how close it is.
Jerry, kind of dangerous territory to be gambling, but they're going to measure. They're going to measure. I don't know. I think Amendola will boot it up if he is short, but we don't know if he's short. I think he is.
The referee this afternoon, Dick Florent, calls in the chain crew. He's going to be short, John. Short for less than a football away. There'll be 4th and less than a yard to go.
At the 39-yard line.
Amendola didn't make his decision yet. He's waiting to see what. Oh, here he goes. He's setting in his punting team now.
That's Chris Duncan will be doing the punting for the Mustangs.
Deep for the Thornton High School Trojans will be number 22, Thayer Redmond and Dan Gamache.
Danny Gamache, single safety, Jerry. The Trojans will be coming for this one.
Getting ready to punt will be Chris Duncan.
Okay, Duncan doing the punting. Gamache deep for the Trojans. There's a snap. It's a good one. He boots it. It's going to take Danny Gamache down to about the 31-yard line. He's got excellent coverage. And right there to make the stop for the Mustangs is Scott Pomelo, the sophomore. And it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Trojans at their own 32-yard line, John.
Good punt, Duncan. Decent punt. Gamache, single safety, like I said. Pomelo, the sophomore, read it well, kept his lane. Tackled down Gamache before he got on track. Susi will be leading them out at their own 33-yard line.
I slot formation for the Trojans. Sear and Terrell set behind. Here's the handoff to Scott Terrell. He hits the line, middle of the line. He's going to be stopped. Maybe pick up 1 of the play. It's going to be 2nd down and 9 for the Trojans.
Maybe a yard. It'll be 2nd down and about 8 at the 34-yard line.
9:25 to go here for 3rd quarter. Golden Trojans leading by a score of 12-0 against the Mustangs. 2 scores in the 1st quarter by the Trojans have put them up. High flanking formation set behind Susi. Gamache set at the tailback slot. Susi looking to throw. He's got some time. He's looking to go deep. He's going down towards Gonville, and the ball's going to be intercepted. As right there is Scott Pomelo, and the Mustangs will take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
Well, the sophomore Pomelo, a big play. He made a good play on the punt. That time he just played center field. Ball intended for Tommy Gonville, number 88. Ball a little overthrown. Pomelo took a few steps back, and Braun will be leading them out of their own 33 after a key interception by the sophomore, number 25, Scott Pomelo.
As we looked at Bill Susi went back to throw. He looked in the direction of Thayer Redmond on one side of the field, turned the other way and looked for Tommy Gonville, but Duncan wasn't fooled. He stayed in his own territory and come up with the interception. It's going to be 1st and 10 Mustangs, trailing by a score of 12-0 with 8:56 to go here in the 3rd quarter. I slot formation. Duncan is split top of your screen. Braun hands off to Goodrich, found some running room. He's going to pick up maybe 3 on the play. That's going to be 2nd down and 7 now for the Mustang. The ball's going to be placed at about their own 40-yard line.
Kind of like a delayed draw. Braun just
will be 2nd and about 6.
bluffing like he's looking downfield for a receiver. He just tucks it under to Goodrich. Goodrich, good burst of speed, picked up 4 left side of the line.
I slot formation. Grant in the slot. Jacobson and Jacobson and Goodrich as the handoff goes to Goodrich. This time he's going to be hit in the back foot. Feel he may have lost 1 on the play. It's going to be a 3rd and about 8 now for the Mustangs. The ball's going to be placed at about their 39, 40-yard line.
3rd and about 7 from the 40-yard line.
Just a quick hit at a Goodrich. Lavoie and Labby weren't fooled at all. Big read. They're giving him 1, Jerry. I got to wonder about that. But a good read by Lavoie, came right in, just made the hit on Goodrich before the play developed.
I slot formation. They said Duncan split top of your screen. Braun looking to throw. They fake to Goodrich again. Good looking to throw. He's got a man open, and it goes incomplete as the intended receiver was Grant. And the ball was thrown wide as Danny Gamache was there along with Scott Sickard. It's going to be a 4th down now for the Mustangs. They'll be punting the football as the ball's going to be at their own 40-yard line. Duncan will doing the punting. Deep for the Trojans are going to be Thayer Redmond along with Danny Gamache.
Dan Gamache and Thayer Redmond deep, ready to receive.
There's a snap. End over end is going to take Redmond down to about the 30-yard line. They're looking to set up the wall for the punt return. He's forced back inside, and he's finally going to be brought down at about the 32-yard line, where Thornton Academy will take over 1st and 10 at their own 32. We've got 7:22 to go here in the 3rd quarter of action. Thornton Academy 12, Massabesic 0.
Yeah, Massabesic is still fired up somewhat, Jerry. They got a big mountain to climb, though. 12 points seems awesome the way Thornton's defense has been playing this afternoon. Pomelo, the sophomore, though, showing me a good hustle on the punts. He was first man down there. Gamache put a block on him. Susi leads him out. Pretty good field position, starting out the drive like he did the last time.
I slot formation, a handoff to the Jeff Sear up the middle, breaks a couple of tackles, and he's going to pick up about 10 on the play, where they'll have a 1st and 10 now at about their own 44-yard line.
1st down at the 44-yard line.
Hard running by Jeff Sear there, talented fullback.
Tackles made by Ginnard. Ginnard, number 74 for the Mustangs, showing me quite a bit this afternoon. He's made numerous hits for Amendola's Mustangs. But like you said, Sear did pick up a 1st down, good hard run, right up the middle of his line.
There's Susi in the option. They pitch it out now to Redmond as a make that Gamache. And we're going to have a penalty flag blocking below the waist or blocking behind as the referee, Dick Florence, saw it. He's going to throw it against Thayer Redmond as Gamache on the option. And that's going to cost him some yardage, John.
Yeah, it was obvious. Susi pitched to Gamache, trailing back, and Redmond was trying to lead the way, but infraction, like you said, blocking below the waist or a clip. Referee right there, he's talking things over with Braun, the captain for Amendola's Mustangs. And Thornton in the 2nd half, Jerry, is self-destructed. First, an interception by on a Susi thrown ball intended for Gonville. And now Gamache on a nice piece of running on the option. It's all for naught, personal foul.
Flipping against the Trojans. The ball is now on the 30-yard line. First and 25 from their own 30-yard line.
First and 25 for the Golden Trojans. The ball is placed at that 30-yard line. They come out with I flanker formation for the Golden Trojans. Susi hands off to the tailback. Terrell trying to get outside. Breaks a couple of tackles, and he's going to pick up about 7 on the play. It's going to be a second down now and about 18 for the Golden Trojans. As coming up with the tackle was Jacobson, number 33, the junior.
Jacobson made a big pop, but Scott Terrell, good outside speed, shot right in through the hole, right over the right guard.
Terrell picking up about
Broke to the outside, picked up 7. Good hard run, good burst of speed. He paid the price, though. Jacobson tattooed him.
Second and about 18 now for the Golden Trojans. They send Sickard, bottom of your screen. Thayer Redmond also is an I flanker formation set up by the Golden Trojans.
Thayer Redmond and Dan Gamache straight out.
Susi looking to throw. He's going to go deep as they're going to go to Sickard. And over there is incomplete as Goodrich got over there to cover him, but the ball was overthrown. We're going to have a 3rd and 18 now for the Golden Trojans.
Boy, Goodrich come out of nowhere. Sickard looked like he was all alone in no man's land. Susi ate it up. Nice thrown ball, a lot of authority on it. He had great protection from his line. Just looked upfield through a beautiful spiral. Intended for Sickard. Out of nowhere as Goodrich broke it up.
3rd and about 18 now for the Golden Trojans. Scott Terrell now in the ball game, replacing Danny Gamache. I flanker formation for the Golden Trojans. There's Susi looking to throw. He's got Gonville over the middle, and then he overthrows Tommy Gonville, and we're going to have a 4th down, and Thornton Academy will be punting the football, John, and Massabesic with 5:24 to go here in the 3rd quarter will get the football back.
Well, Susi kind of rushed that. He didn't have to. He had good protection, intended for Gonville all the way. Gonville had a step in front of Goodrich. Ball would have been thrown a little lower. Gonville would have picked up the 1st down. But no, the Thornton Academy is forced upon, and Bill Susi will be booming it out from inside his own 25-yard line. Just at the 25, Bill Susi, number 16, doing the punt.
Ron and Goodrich are deep for the Mustangs. We have a flag being thrown.
Penalty flag on the play.
Susi now having trouble handling the football. He's going to be looking to run down the sideline. As he finds some running room, he's finally going to be brought down. He's going to be short of the 1st down. And Massabesic, I think the flag will most likely be against Thornton Academy as the back judge, Earl Goodwin, called it facing the Thornton football team. And Goodrich and the Mustangs will take over in excellent field position at the Thornton Academy 48-yard line.
Well, the Mustangs will be declining that penalty, Jerry, and like you said, they'll be taking over excellent field position. Illegal procedure call against Thornton, like you said.
Penalty is declining. The Mustangs
thing is declined, and Braun's got excellent field position, and Thornton has got to stop the Big Mo. It's been Massabesic. They still got a goose egg on the board, but they've been controlling the tempo of the 2nd half here.
Okay, John, with 5:13 to go here in the 3rd quarter, we'll take a break and be back after these messages. Back at Ronco Field in Waterboro, the Massabesic Mustangs take over 1st and 10 at the Thornton Academy 48-yard line. They trail the Golden Trojans by a score of 12-0.
1st and 10 from the Thornton 48.
I slot formation. Grant in the slot. They send Duncan to the bottom of your screen. Goodrich and Jacobson is a handoff up the middle to Jacobson. He's going to pick up 3 on the play. It's going to be 2nd down and about 7 now for the Mustangs. The ball is going to be placed at the Thornton Academy 45-yard line. As Susi comes in the game, replacing Eric Hope. Healy now replacing Duncan for Massabesic. As Staunton's defense has come through this today as they stop the Massabesic Mustangs on the 1-foot line with about 40 seconds to go in the half to keep Mustangs off the scoreboard. There's the counter to Goodrich. Goodrich finds some running room. He'll pick up about 5 on the play. It's going to be a 3rd down and about 2 now for the Mustangs at the Thornton Academy 40-yard line, John.
Counter to Goodrich right side of the line. It looked like he was going to bust it, but Spiretto, number 61, nice hit, read it well, stayed at home, put a halt to Goodrich. 3rd and 2 now for Amendola's Stangs. Good hard burst over Goodrich. Good defensive play, Spiretto.
3:53 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Thornton Academy 12, Massabesic 0. Power I formation. Norman in the backfield is a power back.
Big third down play, Jerry.
There's the handoff to Goodrich. He breaks it through the line. He'll pick up the first down. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Mustangs at the Thornton Academy 36-yard line. That's what they should have done late in the first half on that 4th down, John. Give it to Goodrich, but they went with the quarterback sneak, and Thornton Academy came up with a big defensive play.
Yeah, and that's been the difference in this ball game, Jerry. If the Mustangs would have put one on the board, make the extra point, maybe go for 2, who knows? But right now, they got things going their way, and Thornton's got to dig in, play defense. Susie made the tackle that time, and everybody knows you don't have to be a genius. When your safety is making the tackles, you're in trouble.
There's Goodrich again. This time he's going to be stuffed up the middle as the Thornton defense was waiting for him that time, John. And he may have picked up one. We'll have to wait to see where they place the football. Make that a 2nd down and 10. No pickup on the play, John. Massabesic trying to get an offensive streak going as they've been unable to get on the scoreboard against the stingy Thornton Academy defense. As they keep Norman in the backfield, it's a power I formation set behind Braun. As they got a weird play as they hand it off to Jacobson. He's all alone, and he's going to score, John. It was a weird play because Braun handed it off. I don't know how he handed it off, but this is a weird play to come out of nowhere, and Mustangs score.
I can't even describe that play because I didn't know who had the football. I think Braun made the ball disappear for a minute. I didn't know where the football was, and I guess Thornton didn't either. Out of nowhere, as Jacobson rambles the sideline, top of your screen, untouched. Where did the football go, Jerry, for a minute?
I don't know, John. I couldn't see the play at all. They blocked the kick, though, John, and it makes it 12-6 now. And I'm still dumbfounded. I don't know what happened. All we saw was Braun come out from behind the center, taking the Goodrich, and we were looking for the football. And all I kept saying, it's a funny play. And all of a sudden, Jacobson come out of nowhere down the sideline.
Might be wrong, but maybe the center snapped it right to Jacobson. And the Thornton people thought Braun had the football. I don't think he had it. He didn't have it. I don't think he handed off. I think the ball went from the center right to Jacobson. But I'll tell you, Jerry, we talk about schoolyard plays. We used to pull out in St. Andrews Schoolyard in the old days. Thornton didn't know where the ball, and Jacobson just rambled upfield, lit it up, but they missed the point, and that's a big point.
Okay, John, it's Thornton Academy 12, Massabesic Mustangs 6, as Massabesic's back in this football game on a razzle-dazzle play that both John and I are still trying to figure out what happened. Here we go. Is kicking off with Steve Davies. Deep for the Trojans. Going to be Thea Redmond. It's a high kick. It's going to go to Danny Gamache at about the 25-yard line. Gamache finding some running room down the sidelines. He cuts it down. He crossed midfield now, and it'll be Massabesic territory. 1st and 10 at about their 49-yard line. Excellent return by Danny Gamache.
Yeah, Gamache put him right back into the game, Jerry, with that return. Massabesic's got the big mo right now on that schoolyard play. Braun just tucked the ball into Jacobson. We hear from the assistant coaches of the Mustangs. But Gamache with a good return. It gives Thornton some life. Susie leads them out. Excellent field position.
High flanker formation with Sear and Terrell sit behind Susie. There's the handoff to Jeff Sear up the middle. He spins off. He'll pick up about 5 on the play. We'll give him 5. 2nd down and 5 for the Golden Trojans. The ball's going to be placed at the Massabesic 45-yard line. We've got 2:12 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Thornton Academy 12, Massabesic 6. What we needed on that one, John, was a little instant replay and slow-mo and stop action.
Yeah, either that or a bigger football, Jerry. We didn't know where the ball was.
High flanker formation. We've got Sickard split the bottom of your screen, Redmond top of your screen. There's the option by Susie coming down the line, find some running room, and he's going to pick up about 3 on a play. It's going to be a 3rd down and about 3. Make that 2 for the Golden Trojans. The ball is going to be placed at about the Massabesic 41-yard line, as it looks like Staunton's offense has got a little momentum going now, John.
Yeah, Bill Susie impresses me, Jerry, tremendously, the way he runs the option. That time he never thought pitch, ran to his left side. I'll tell you, if Bennett, number 50, wouldn't have dragged it, held on to his shirt the way he did. Bill Soucy might have lit it up, but I'm noticing the crowd here, Jerry. There's a lot of Biddeford fans here scouting the Golden Trojans. Here's Storm and Norman Bovai. The Gudboys just passed by. Ray Cody. Good numbers here this afternoon.
There's the handoff to Sarah. He's going to pick it up the first down. It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Golden Trojans. The ball's going to be placed at the Massabesic 38-yard line.
It was 3rd and a long one, Jerry. They just gave the ball to Sear. Nothing fancy. Left side over Rainey Minard's back. And Sear just bulled his way to a first down.
53 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter. Thornton Academy 12, Massabesic 6. Danny Gamache now in the game as tailback. He'll be giving the signal to play to quarterback Bill Soucy. They bring him out now. They're going to set up an I-flanker formation. Thayer Redmond, top of your screen. Dave Sickard, bottom of your screen. Power I formation set behind Soucy. He's got some time. Looking to go deep. He's got a man wide open, Thayer Redmond. But Braun's there for the interception. And Mustangs will take over 1st and 10 at the 1-yard line.
Boy, Braun did a nice job. He's a safety, the cornerback rather, just playing center field. Soucy just aired it up. It looked like Redmond was all alone. Out of nowhere comes Braun, makes a key interception at the 1-yard line.
This game is getting really exciting here, John, as the Massabesic Mustangs second half has all been theirs, as Thornton Academy has made a couple of key mistakes and penalties, and now the big interception going to Braun, the quarterback, who plays cornerback on defense. 1st and 10 for the Mustangs. The ball is going to be placed at about the 1-yard line. As Mike Braun now talks it over with Dick Fleur, the referee. I think he's trying to say he went into the end zone, John, but it's where the knee is. And he was down about the 1-yard line when he intercepted the ball. The Mustangs have 99 yards to go to tie this football game up as they trail by a score of 12-6. And that's going to be it for the 3rd quarter of action here at Ronco Field in Waterboro, as the Golden Trojans of Thornton Academy lead the Mustangs of Massabesic by a score of 12-6, John.
The official time is being held.
Back at Ronco Field in...
I got you. What can I say?
Back at Ronco Field in Waterboro, 4th quarter just about ready to begin. The Massabesic Mustangs have the ball at their own 1-yard line as Mike Braun come up with an interception of a Bill Soucy pass. And they'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 1. Here we go.
1st and 10.
Power I formation set behind Mike Braun. There's the handoff to Goodrich up the middle. He's going to pick up maybe 2 on the play. It's going to be 2nd down and 8 now for the Mustangs. The ball is going to be set about the 3-yard line.
This will give the Mustangs a little bit of breathing room at the 3-yard line. 2nd and 8 from the 3.
Hey, Jerry, the Mustangs are trying to get the ball out of the hole in there. They're not going to try anything fancy. They're trying to give the ball to Goodrich going through the middle of the line, but Thornton knows that. And they got to get a big first down to get out of that hole, because if they punt from there, Thornton will be taking over. Excellent field position.
Second down and about 8 now for the Mustangs. The ball's at about that 3-yard line. There's the handoff. Looking to throw out of the end zone is Braun. He's going to throw it out, and it's going to be completed as Davies comes up with a reception. And I don't know how he got that reception, John, with 2 Golden Trojans hanging all over him.
Well, pretty good job of faking. I like the way Braun fakes. That time he rolled to his right. He had not really good protection at all. He's running for his life. Like you said, Chris Summer and company looked like they had Davies covered like a blanket. He looks like a big end, though, Jerry, and he made that reception, and he took him out of the hole.
First and 10 Mustangs. I slot formation set up behind Braun. There's the handoff to Jacobson, the fullback. He'll maybe got 1 on the play. We'll give him 1. Make it second down and 9 now for the Mustangs. The ball is going to be placed at about their 20-yard line. 10:45 to go here in the fourth quarter. Massabesic and Thornton Academy and a barn burner as Thornton Academy leads by a score of 12-6. Homecoming weekend here in Massabesic.
No question. It's not only a barn burner, it's a dogfight here. Like I said in the intro, Massabesic's 2-5. They're not going any place, and they like being the giant killers. They're playing against the York County teams very well in their first year of Class A ball.
I slot formation. Braun being pressured as he's going to throw it for Grant. It's going to be intercepted. We have a flag being thrown. As we have a flag being thrown, we have a interception of the pass by Chris Summers, but we have a flag being thrown.
It's got to be against Grant, number 7.
No, I got an Academy.
Well, I don't know about that one, but that's a ball Braun should have never thrown. Bill Soucy and Chris Summers draped all over Mark Grant. He just threw up an air ball up for grabs. Summers came up with the interception, but it's a pass interference against Thornton, so the Mustangs will be regaining possession.
Nick Agresti is questioning the call. I didn't look like pass interference as Chris Summers had the positioning for the interception. He picked it off, but yet they call the penalty against Thornton Academy. It's going to be first and 10 for the Mustangs. They get a break, John.
Well, I thought it was good defense, Jerry, but the referee bottom of your screen didn't see it that way. He didn't hesitate. He threw the flag right away.
I slot formation. Duncan split top of your screen. Grant in the slot. There's the pitch going to Goodrich. Looking to go around the corner. Get some running room. He's going to pick up about 5 on the play. It's going to be second down and 5 for the Mustang. The ball is going to be placed at about their own 40-yard line. We have about 10 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. The clock is unofficial.
Gary Labby made the tackle for the Trojans.
As Gary Labby was in there to make the stop for the Golden Trojans. We'll give them 4 on the play. Second down and 6. The ball's going to be placed at their own 39-yard line. They shift into a nice slot formation. Healy split the bottom of your screen. There's the pitch again to Goodrich. Looking to go. He cuts it up the field. We have a flag being thrown, John. It's going to be against, looks like it could be against Massabesic.
Yeah, it's got to be a clip the way they threw that. But I'll tell you, Goodrich is pumped. Holding against Massabesic. Play call back. But Goodrich, I'll tell you, Jerry, you give him an opening, he's gone. You can't even turn around. He's gone. But somebody was holding in the line for Massabesic. It's going to be called back. It's been a game of penalties in the late going, Jerry.
Hey, as the flag was thrown quick, so it wasn't a delayed call by any of the officials. And that's going to cost them 10 yards. They're going to have a second down and about 15 now. The ball's going to be placed at about their 31-yard line. Thornton Academy 12, Massabesic 6. Here in the fourth quarter, we've got unofficially 9:50 to go.
Second and 14 from the...
They shifted to an I slot formation. They got Duncan split bottom of your screen. There's the pitch again to Goodrich, looking for some running room. He cuts it up. This time he's going to be hit. As Derek Stabinsky was there to make the stop for the Golden Trojans. He may have picked up 5 on the play. It will be a third and about 9 now for the Mustangs. The ball is going to be placed at about their 37-yard line.
Amendola went with the same play that they were called on the hole. He didn't fool around, didn't pull any punches. Same play. Goodrich's been busting tackles all afternoon, but he's going to find out that he's not going to break away from the grasp of Derek Stabinsky, number 11.
They shift again into I slot formation. Duncan split top of your screen. Braun now pitches it out to Goodrich. They're trying to sweep it around. Goodrich looking for some running room, and he's going to be tripped up. As right there to make the stop for the Golden Trojans was Jason Lee, the junior, 155. And we're going to have a 4th down and about 8. And it looks like the Mustangs will be going for it, John, as they trail by a score of 12-6 with 8:34 to go.
No, Jerry, he's sending in his punting unit right now. But big league play that time, Jason Lee, the junior. Goodrich looked like he had a wall of blockers in front of him. Number 74, number 50, Bennett leading the way. Lee just stripped down the interference, made a shoestring tackle of Goodrich. Duncan has got a punt from his own 25.
Gamache and Redmond deep for the Trojans.
Ready to receive the punt.
There's a low snap. There's the boot. It's a high one. It's going to go to Gamache at about the 30-yard line as he's going to try to head it down the sideline. He's met with a lot of green shirt Mustangs. And it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Trojans at about the 38 to go.
1st and 10.
The Thornton will have the ball at their 38-yard line, 1st and 10, as we have 7:58 unofficially to go here in the 4th quarter. As Bill Susi will try to get the Thornton offense going and kill some of this clock. Or maybe even score to assure Thornton Academy of the victory as they lead by only 6 points. There's the handoff to Sear up the middle. Finds Brooks, breaks it to the outside as he's going to pick up about 11 yards on the play. No, they'll make it. They'll mark it at about the an 8-yard pickup. It's going to be 2nd down and 2 for the Golden Trojans. As the ball is going to be placed at about their 47-yard line.
First down, pushed out of bounds.
Well, he's awful close to the 1st down, Jerry, on 2nd down.
And a long one.
2nd and about 1. Sear just bullish running left side. Looked like nothing was there. He got it all on his own.
2nd and about 1 for the Golden Trojans. The ball's at about their 47. There's the handoff again to Sear.
Sear going off the left side of the line.
As Scott Bennett comes up with the tackle, and it'll be a 1st and 10 for the Golden Trojans right at the midfield stripe.
Scott Bennett made the tackle on the play.
7:35 to go here in the 4th quarter. Thornton Academy 12, Massabesic 6. Thornton Academy coming out in an eye flanker formation. Sickard bottom of your screen, Redmond top of your screen. As they hand option by Susi coming around the corner. You're going to pick up some room, and he'll pick up about 3 on the play.
Scott Bennett makes the tackle. 2nd down and about 6 from the 46-yard line.
It's going to be a 2nd down and 6. The ball is going to be placed at the Massabesic 46-yard line. 7 minutes unofficially to go here in the 4th quarter.
Time is starting to be a deciding factor, Jerry. 6:51 unofficially. Thornton is just waltzing it up the field, alternating Sear and Susi on the option. And if Amendola is going to get back in his game, he's got to get the important thing called a football. But not the way Thornton is running.
Okay, there's the handoff to Sear as he picks up 3 more. It's going to be a 3rd and about 3 for the Golden Trojans. The ball is going to be placed at the Massabesic 43-yard line. Well, you never know, John, a razzle-dazzle schoolyard play of Willie Amendola as that touchdown. I'm going to have to watch this a couple of times on TV this week to figure out what happened. Here we go, big 3rd down play for Thornton Academy. There's the handoff to Sear. Sear breaks it to the outside, and he's going to pick him enough for the 1st down. That's going to be a 1st and 10 for the Golden Trojans.
1st down for the...
While they move the stakes, John, why don't we mention something about this coming Friday night event coming up between Alumni Night at St. Louis Clubhouse on Elm Street in Biddeford.
Oh, yeah, Jerry, a great week planned for the Battle of the Bridge, the old Tigers and the Trojans. Thursday night, it's for the players and the coaches. A nice scene, like we said last night. They sit across from each other. A Thornton kid has got to sit with a Biddeford kid, a great camaraderie. The next day, they go out and slug it out on a football field 2 days later, but that night, they're all friends. Guest speakers planned this year are Johnny Eward, former Denver Bronco, and Charlie Bilal, former captain at University of Maine. They'll be the guest speakers. And then on Friday night, it's a great reminiscing for the alumni and the fans. Look at the old press clippings of the old Thornton Biddeford games. Some films are shown. It's a great time had by all. And you Thornton boosters, try to make it. Tickets are being sold all over Biddeford and Saco. $5 a head. You can't go wrong.
Okay, second down and about 8 for the Trojans. Susie now looking to throw the football as they're trying to go to Thayer Redmond. As a nice completion as Redmond was able to come up with the reception.
And it's a complete pass.
And it's going to be first and 10 for the goal of the Trojan. The ball's going to be placed at about the 21-yard line.
Yeah, and the Mustang assistant coaches are arguing he was out of bounds, but Redmond put a move on number 33, Eric Jacobson, the kid who scored the touchdowns, but he got turned right around. He looked like a rookie on that play. Redmond just made him turn around the wrong way, and Susie just lofted the ball to Redmond. Big reception, and Thornton Academy is right about at the 20-yard line, Jerry.
Okay, we're going to have a timeout. We're going to take a timeout as there's a timeout on the field. We'll be back after these messages.
He was in bounds.
Back at Ronco Field in Waterboro, Thornton Academy on the move. They lead by a score of 12-6 with 4:55 unofficially to go here in the fourth quarter. Susie hands it off to Sear up the middle, and he's going to be hit at the line of scrimmage as Lee Goodrich, along with number 50, Scott Bennett, is there to meet him. He may have picked up one on the play. It's going to be second down. No gain on the play. Second down and 10 for the Trojans. The ball's placed at about the Massabesic 21-yard line. And Scott Terrell reports in the game now, replacing Danny Gamache at tailback, as Dick Agresti alternates his tailbacks. Bringing in the plays for Bill Susie to call. We're going to have Redmond split top of your screen, Sickard split bottom of your screen, Sear and Terrell set behind Susie. There's the handoff. No, the option on Susie. He holds on to it as he's going to pitch it out to Terrell. But Eric Goodrich, along with Davies, was there to make the stop. We have a third down and 10 now for the Golden Trojans. Make that a third and 13 for the Golden Trojans. The ball is going to be placed at about the 23 of Massabesic.
Third and 13, ninth play of the drive for the Trojans coming up. Big league defensive play that time by Davies, though. Davies at the bottom of your screen, Deanne lined up. He made a big play because he didn't just tackle Susie. He made sure that Susie didn't pitch on the option, and that's exactly what Bill was intending to do. Davies put his hand in the way so that Susie couldn't pitch.
High flanker formation for Thornton Academy. Susie now looking to throw the football. He's got a man wide open. Gonville throws toward the end zone, and it's almost intercepted. And we're going to have a 4th and 13 now for Thornton Academy, as Bill Susie was looking for Tommy Gonville over the middle. He was open, but the ball was overthrown, and it's going to be a 4th and 13 now for the Golden Trojans with less than 3 minutes and 30 seconds to go here in the fourth quarter. Thornton Academy trying to run that clock out as they lead by a score of 12-6.
Jerry, 3:30 unofficially left. The play of the game coming up right here. If Thornton turns the ball over to Massabesic, you'll never know what'll happen. They got Goodrich who can bust it. Braun showing us he can throw the ball, and Davies a decent receiver along with Jacobson.
Twins set out there. Susie looks to throw. He fixed the handoff. He's going to look. Sickard's going to the end zone. Goodrich is there, and Goodrich comes up with the interception. As it is an interception by Lee Goodrich as he took the ball away from Sickard.
Well, Susie threw a nice ball, I thought. It looked like Sickard was all alone. Goodrich come out of nowhere. He's not just a good runner, good defensive back. He just showed strength, wrestled the ball away from Sickard. Braun will be leading them out at their own 20 after the touchback.
Okay, and hopefully Dick Agresti will have his defense set up for this razzle-dazzle stuff, because that's how they beat Sanford, John. They come up with some razzle-dazzles late in the game.
With 34 seconds left, Jerry.
Here we go. Thornton's defense being put to the test now. They lead by a score of 12-6. Massabesic has the football, first at 10 at their own 20 with less than 3 minutes and 20 seconds to go. High slot formation by Massabesic. Braun now looking to fix it both ways, looking to throw the football. He throws it deep, and it's going to be intercepted by Bill Susie as Thornton Academy. Great defensive play by their quarterback and safety man, Bill Susie.
Well, Jerry, like you said, Agresti warned him about the razzle-dazzle. They were all back playing like in a prevent defense. Braun should have never thrown that ball intended for Grant. Nothing but white shirts. Susie, like he's done all afternoon long, covered Grant. Picked his pocket, big turnover right when the Mustangs looked like they could get back into this ball game. 3 minutes left now. Thornton's got enough time. They got They can run off this clock, actually.
There's a handoff to Sear. Sear will pick up a good 3 on the play. It's going to be second down and about 7 for the Golden Trojans. The ball's going to be at the Mustang 38-yard line. We have a timeout being called by the Massabesic Mustangs.
The Massabesic Leo Club will sponsor cider and donuts in the cafeteria after the game. Everybody is welcome to talk with the players and coaches in the cafeteria after the game.
As we'll check out the clock, as it's 1:46 to go here in the fourth quarter. As we'll be back after these messages. Back at Ronco Field, as they've corrected the scoreboard. There's 1:41 to go here in the fourth quarter. Thornton Academy leading by a score of 12-6. They have the football, second down and 7 at the Massabesic 38-yard line. One more first down by the Golden Trojans, and you can chalk up another victory for Dick Agresti and his crew. John, why don't we go over the Leo Menard 12th Player Award this week for the Golden Trojans?
Hard-fought ball game, Jerry. Both sides of the football by both teams. It was kind of an exciting game. I think if Massabesic would have scored one late in the first half, we could be in overtime right now. But we're going to give the Leo Menard 12th player, number 25, the senior Jeff Seal, ran hard all afternoon. 14 carries, 15 now. He had 73 yards. Now he's got at least 90. Jeff Sear, the Leo Menard 12th Player Award.
Okay, John, that was a key first down for the Golden Trojans as they get the ball down at the Mustangs 25-yard line. With 1:34 to go here in the football game, the Thornton Academy Golden Trojans will now try to wind this clock down.
From the 25.
As the Golden Trojans now, John, will move to 5-3 if they come out of here victorious, which they should. There's Susie handing off to Sear. There's Brennan Butterman. He's going to run some people over and get it down to about the 20-yard line. 1:26 to go here in the fourth quarter. Clock winding down.
Sear's doing a nice job too, Jerry. He doesn't want to fumble. He's protecting that football like it was his little sister. Got his both his arms right around it, just cradling the ball, and he doesn't want to cough it up. The Trojans are trying to punch one home, but they don't really have to. They're just ticking off this clock, and Sear's doing an excellent job protecting the football, running hard.
As Dick Agresti has called, Massabesic has called a timeout, and Dick Agresti's out there to talk to his offensive unit, Bill Susie and company. As we'll prepare for next week's encounter, John, the arch rivalry, the game that it's really tough to call either way, as the Thornton Academy Golden Trojans will be hosting the Benefit High School Tigers at Dr. Paul Hill Stadium next Saturday. I think it's a 2 o'clock start, John, because of the exams. Normally that's what happens on a Thornton Benefit football game.
It's usually about the late stages of the fourth period. It starts getting dark, and it's usually cold for that game. But like you said, Jerry, the old, I don't know, it's probably the 101st edition of the Battle of the Bridge, and the old cliche, you throw out the record book for that one. It's getting redundant, but it's always true.
As Brad Leach mentioned a couple of weeks ago, we were at Thornton Academy to do a football game that hopefully he'll get some sunny weather this year, John. It seems like every time we go to Saco, it rains. And when Thornton comes to Benefit, it's like this afternoon, a beautiful afternoon. High flanker formation. Susie hands it off to Jeff Sear again. Sear looking for some running room. Spins off. Gets it down to about the 15-yard line. As he may have picked up enough, he did. First down, 1st and 10 for the Golden Trojans. The ball is going to be down about the 15-yard line. 1:14 unofficially to go here in the fourth quarter. They start the clock, John. And Massabesic calls another timeout.
And the Mustangs take another timeout.
As we have this break, we're going to mention that the coming events this coming week in the Benefit Saco area. As John mentioned, the team banquet was going to be held Thursday night at the St. Louis Alumni in Elm Street in Benefit, where both Dick Agresti and his Golden Trojans and his coaching staff, and Michael Landry and his Benefit Tigers and his coaching staff will sit down to a meal being put on by the St. Louis Alumni of Benefit. And their traditional, was the third year, right, John? Third annual meal is they'll have John Hewitt, the coach at Maine Maritime, and also the ex-NFL linebacker as the guest speaker, along with Charlie Bilal, Dr. Charlie Bilal, the youngest captain to play football for Maine, as guest speakers. And again, like you mentioned, Friday night will be the alumni night, as they'll have all kinds of videotape to be shown, along with press clippings all over the walls of previous Benefit Thornton, St. Louis Thornton, Benefit St. Louis games, so the fans, the alumni, can reminisce back to the old days when they played. Here we go. 1:11 to go here in the fourth quarter. First and 10 for the Golden Trojan. Here's the handoff again to Sear. Sear picked up 2 on the play, but the key factor is, John, they've got the football. We have less than a minute to go here at Ronco Field, and Thornton Academy should come out of this football game victorious by a score of 12-6.
I thought too, Jerry. You know, we really thought that Thornton was going to score more points in this, but Massabesic, it was their homecoming. They were aroused. They played well, but not quite good enough. But like you said, it's rival week, Jerry. It's not just the varsity squaring off next Saturday. Big junior high encounter Thursday, and the freshman Friday afternoon. Benefit against Thornton all week long, and it's a lot of fun.
There's the handoff again to Jeff Sear. Sear gets hit in the line of scrimmage. But that's going to be the nod, John, as we got less than 25 seconds to go, and all Thornton Academy has to do is sit in the huddle, and they'll come out victorious this afternoon as Dick Agresti's record now goes to 5-3, John, with the Benefit Tigers waiting for him next week at home at Dr. Hill Stadium. As you mentioned, John, exciting week of tradition between both Thornton Academy and Benefit. And that's going to be it, folks. Golden Trojans of Thornton Academy are going to win this football game by a score of 12-6. As Susie will run off the clock.
Bill Susie keeps the ball up the middle.
That's it, Jerry.
Okay, John, that's going to be the final. Thornton Academy 12, the Massabesic Mustangs 6. We'll be back with our post-game show after these messages. Back for our post-game show as we quickly go over the stats for this exciting football game. As Thornton Academy victorious this afternoon by a score of 12-6 over Massabesic. Quickly over the stats: Thornton Academy 11 first downs, Massabesic 11 first down rushing. Thornton Academy 189 yards to Massabesic's 150. Receiving: Thornton Academy 86, Thornton Massabesic 75. Bill Susie was 4 for 12, 1 touchdown, 3 interceptions. As Mike Braun was 6 for 14 with 2 interceptions. Penalties: Thornton Academy 5 for 65 yards, Massabesic 2 for 20. Thornton Academy punted twice to Massabesic's 4 times. Thornton Academy has run off 53 plays to Massabesic's 56 plays. Turnovers: 3 by Thornton Academy, 3 interceptions. 2 by Massabesic, 2 interceptions. Total yardage: Thornton Academy 220 yards, Massabesic's 205 yards. Jeff Sear, the leading carrier for everybody this afternoon, as he carried the ball 19 times for 101 yards. For Massabesic, Lee Goodrich 25 carries for 81 yards. Eric Jacobson 9 carries, 65 yards, and 1 touchdown. In the reception department, Thayer Redmond 3 for receptions for 70 yards, 1 touchdown. And Davies had 3 receptions for 48 yards for Massabesic. We'll be back after these messages with our closing comments. Back at Ronco Field in Waterboro, Thornton Academy 12, Massabesic 6, John. Looks like a big weekend coming up for Thornton Academy and Benefit.
Oh, yeah, Jerry, it always is. I don't care what the story is. Last year they were both undefeated. There was a lot of glitter to that game last year. This year we were hoping that it would mean something, but like we mentioned earlier, by every little beating Deering, it just about nipped Dick Agresti and his fine staff and fine team out of the playoff picture. But who knows? you know, mathematically, nobody knows what's going to happen. If he ends up 6-3, who knows? But to be 6-3, he's got a big task next week. They're going to play Mike Landry and the Vaulted Tigers, and it's always a great game. And hopefully next week will be no exception. This afternoon, I thought Thornton didn't look pretty in getting his W, but they got it done. Massabesic had their chances. They made mistakes that cost them, especially, I hate to keep hounding on it, but late in the first half, they had 35 seconds, plenty of time left. Hurry-up offense, it seemed somewhat like Amendola panicked, and they didn't give the ball to Goodrich at the right time. Braun called his own number, good defensive play, and the Trojans end up winning 12-6, but they played well. Susi had a great game throwing the ball, directing the offense. Jeff Sear, the tough fullback that he is, and the line did a great job. Sporetto was all over the field along with Stabinski, Chris Summer, Labby, they were all there. Minard, Sickard, all played well. Redmond, key receptions at the right time. Terrell ran when he had to, and total team effort. They got a W. They go up 5-3, and like you said, anxiously awaiting Mike Landry and his Tigers next week in their yard at Dr. Paul S. Hill Stadium.
I'd like to also make the comment that Willie Amendola has got a team of the future. Most of these kids are juniors and sophomores that played here this afternoon, especially the Goodrich kid, only being a junior. And you could see a lot coming from Massabesic in the next year or so. That's going to close it out here this afternoon at Ronco Field. An exciting high school football game brought to you by BT Video Sports. As Thornton Academy victorious at the Massabesic Mustangs homecoming by a score of 12-6. This is Jerry Soulard, along with my partner in crime, John Perry, our fine statistician, Al Coulomb, and of course our great cameraman, Bob McKinney, for BT Video Sports. Until next time, we'll see you.